Madness Podcast! The best of the underground! Make madness your ritual!
Yo, what up? What's happening? It's your boy Hex. It is fucking Monday. Sunny as shit out here. I'm doing my route today. I wanted to kind of touch base on what I had going on this weekend. If you haven't been paying attention at all, I got back to the podcasting thing. Did some podcasts with Forge Master, Tracy and Tyler of Forge Master. Had a great podcast with those guys. A fantastic conversation. That's episode 270. If you get a chance, go to YouTube, check it out, or follow us again on our socials. There, if you go to Instagram or any of those places, you can see our LinkedIn, our link tree thing, and it'll bring you to all of our links. But YouTube is where you'll catch that one, or on Stitcher or iTunes podcast or whatever. And then Saturday, I had a show at the Skyway Theater with Mira being the CD release for A Dreams Aside Lotus EP or LP, whatever. They just released their album not that long ago, and their CD release party was Saturday. Beast Face was also on that bill, and Visceral Reaction. I had a chance to chat with some of the parents of Visceral Reaction. Visceral Reaction is the vocalist guitar player Jack is the son of my friend Bucky. Bucky's a guy that I've known from the music scene for quite a while. And Bucky's I think he's in a band called Vacate, and they were playing that night at the Eagles, I believe, over in, I guess it would be South Minneapolis, I suppose. But Jack and the boys tore it up on Saturday. They opened the show. I got to speak to a few of the parents, and I really thanked them for supporting their kids' aspirations of being metalheads. It's not I know when I was coming up, it wasn't the most highly sought after thing for parents to support kids doing, what parents back in the day would say, would be satanic or fucking bad in some sort of way, shape, or form. And the guitar players, mom and dad, I spoke to them and thanked them for allowing their son to play metal, and to them supporting their kid to be a metalhead. And it gives us that next generation of metalheads, man, that we every aspect of music needs that next generation of positive, talented young cats, you know what I mean, to keep it going and make it that much more cool, and break doors open, or however you want to look at it. I just think that it's fantastic when parents support their children's aspirations and dreams to do something cool. And those guys showed up, impressed a lot of people, and that's really what I wanted them to do, man. They've been opening up for bigger bands, thanks to Bobby and Leo Presents over there. Bobby's always been a pretty good supporter of young up and coming local bands, and helping them get on shows, which is always cool. So I felt like, Bucky asked me if I had an opening spot for his son's band, for Jack's band, that if I'd give it some consideration. I said absolutely. So when I was able to book this show, I felt like their band would be a good fit for the show. Were the rest of the bands death metal? No, not necessarily. More friendly, more not as extreme as Visceral was, but I think people appreciated these young kids coming up there and doing their thing. So it was fantastic to see. I got some good pictures. I'll be posting those sometime soon here. I've got a few more shows to go through. I still got pictures from Deicide. I didn't get many pictures of Glenn and Steve. Oh, I got more of Glenn, but not of Steve from Deicide. So I'm going to be going through those. Back to that show on Saturday. Beastface came up. I haven't had a chance to see those guys. I know they had a CD release not that long ago, but earlier in the summer. But they're one of my favorite all-time local bands. They're just that right amount of different, technical, just well put together, different style of music, man. It's not your quintessential death metal or anything like that. It's just fucking good old metal, and I love it. Has essence of punk in there, rock and roll. I mean, they're just a great band, and they did a couple covers, a little melody, Metallica medley. I mean, it was such a fun set that they put on. And then Dreams Aside came on, and they really did a great job. One of the guys from Mira came up and was asking me to ask the sound guy to turn up a couple things here and there, which I did, and which he did. So it did, I believe, sound a little bit better towards the middle to the end of the show. They did well. And Mira they posted it multiple times. Excuse me. They had their name on the Marquis at the Skyway, which is a pretty cool thing. Jesus. Pretty cool thing. So, kudos to those guys. They deserve it. They're a fucking hardworking band. Those guys came up and they sounded tighter than ever. Put on a great show. I don't know if it's any other music scene or just our music scene. I'm assuming it's a lot of other areas doing the same type of thing. But the later you get in the shows, it's harder to keep people at the venue. People want to get back to their place, and especially if they've had a couple drinks or they want to have a nightcap somewhere in their neighborhood, so they get out of Dodge a little bit earlier. The whole show in general was done by fucking 11:45 midnight. You know what I mean? So it's not like we went super late or anything, but Mira got on stage. They kicked ass for the people that remained there for the whole evening, which I applaud them and thank you very much for sticking around and supporting our local music and musicians. It's very important. Again, Skyway Theater is still. We're trying to build this thing up metal-wise locally at the Skyway, and it's been an uphill battle. Not gonna lie, there have been some stigmas that have kind of plagued us a little bit and held on due to some stuff with the EDM shows, which is kind of weird because the EDM shows still do really well there, and I think what people need to realize is that me as a promoter, me and Alex as promoters are just trying to do the best that we can to keep another venue alive. Also, Alex and I are both proponents of the music scene and really want to help unify everyone as much as we can. We know that it's not going to be a utopian state, for fuck's sake, but at the same time, if something bad is going on at one of our shows, we definitely want to know about it, and we want to bring light to people. If you see something bad going on or somebody getting taken advantage of, and you want to run up to one of us, me or Alex Gorgos, and let us know what's going on, we're definitely gonna take heed to that and actually try to make sure that shit doesn't go down at our shows or in general at the Skyway. But bringing awareness to everything, and the more of us looking out and making sure that no bad shit's going on, the better our clubs will be. So it's our venues will be. So it's very important to not, I know there's there's people out there that are really shitting on the club, on the venues, the Skyway, and because of these stories that they've heard and everything like that. But I want to address that and say the more of us that know about these things, the more of us that address them in our own groups and in our shows, and make sure that, and I've spoken with management, I've spoken with the talent booker that I deal with, and we've definitely, it is on everybody's attention. It's on everybody's stuff in mind right now, and we just want to make sure that everybody has awareness about it. And if there's anything that's going on there, that we touch base and actually have a conversation about it, instead of putting stuff on the internet and boycotting a perfectly good club because of some missteps or bad elements that have been in that venue at a particular time. And I could say that isn't going on now from my personal standpoint, and I would definitely tell you if it was, and I definitely wouldn't be booking there if I thought that it was continuing. Like I said, everybody's aware of it there. I spoke to a couple people and the sound guy and light guy this weekend, and everybody is extremely understaffed. They can't be there right at the very second all the time, which is unfortunate. But again, that's why we have each other in the community between our metal brothers and sisters and people that attend the shows and are supporting our bands and supporting our shows and supporting our venues. We want to make sure that everybody's safe and all of that happy stuff. So with that being said, I hope that you are having a fantastic start of your Monday, and I hope that you have had a fantastic weekend. I know I was busy as shit all weekend, so hopefully everybody has a good week. I am going to try to get some more podcasts booked here very soon. If you want to get into some podcast stuff, man, get in touch with me. Maybe we can book some stuff up. I know I have a few things going on through the month of October, so I will have a few dates available, but not a whole lot. I know that I have a few dates available in November and a few dates available in December. So hit me up if you're interested. We'll see what we can do. If not, we can always push it out till 2023 and make sure that we get some good solid podcasting in that time frame. So thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for the support. I have a ton of shit going on, so thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Have a good week. Peace.
Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast.